Something's burning my eye. Must be the sunscreen. Oh man. It's okay. Well, I'm gonna be doing my makeup. I have my niece's birthday party to go to, and I'm gonna start with my Colored Rain. This is really old, my Colored Rain Botanicals palette, because I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep the whole thing. I think I wanna just use up this shade, and this shade before I toss the rest of it. It's just not great for me and my skin tone, but I think that I'm actually going to put this on today. You know, you've been using a brush for a while when this is what it looks like. I don't even remember. Oh, this is Zoeva. So we don't hate the brush. We just have been using it for too long and it's gone through so many moves at this point. So I have not filmed my face in a really long time. So please bear with me as I figure this whole thing out. And I really miss filming, especially makeup related stuff. So I think that I am back. I am filming on my phone because I will be traveling over the next 2 weeks quite a lot, and I want to be able to edit on my phone and not have to drag my computer with me. But I thought that this would have more payoff. Like, it used to have actual payoff. Look at that. I just hit a small itty bitty pan. I guess this is a lot shallower than I thought. So as I was saying, I'm going to Boston next weekend, the whole weekend, and then the following Thursday, I'm going to Vegas to see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. And let me tell you, from making the decision to go and see the Backstreet Boys to being fully booked took 20 minutes. That's it, 20 minutes. I was like, I'm not letting this go, because when I realized that their residency at the Sphere was coming to an end, for now at least, I'm like, no, I must go. So I got an amazing ticket. It has not been fully transferred on StubHub yet, but you know, hopefully by the time I go, you know what, this is pretty powdery. I don't know that I love it so much. I don't know if you can see, but it's a bit of a mess. I don't love that. So let's see if we can clean that up a little bit. But just so you know, apparently this was so shallow and so powdery that not only did I hit pan, but I'm almost done with it. So I think that these two are gonna be done probably before the end of August. And then I'm gonna work on this, I think. I might actually depot this and throw the rest of this palette out, because these shades just don't work as well for me. These shades don't work as well for me. They're a little bit too deep, and this is like, at this point, pretty old palette. Let me clean this up a little bit because it fell everywhere. It's a lot more powdery than I realized, because I actually repressed this, and I guess I did not do a very good job of it. Whoopsies. This is me having cleaned it up. It's not very good. So I got some on the brushes, and as you can see it? Yeah, it's like super powdery. So I'm gonna see if I can salvage it at all. Look at that, it's all over me. Oh my goodness. Thank God that's not what I'm wearing later. So I'm gonna use this Morphe Continuous Prep and Set Mist to see if that light mist can make it stick to my eyelids better. Let's try it out. I should not have used the other shade. Oh, yep. There we go. I don't know if you can see, but there we go. Oh, that looks so much better. This was the Colored Rain Botanical palette. They don't have this anymore. I am working on using my older stuff. Next up, let's do foundation. I'm gonna be using the Iconic London Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint. And I have this in the shade Neutral Fair, but it's been a little bit too deep for this right now. So I'm gonna mix in this Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Concealer. This is simply too deep for me right now, but I've used up like half of it. Let me see if I can show you. I actually removed the stopper because not enough was coming out. So this looks really crazy, but I don't know if you can see, but only half of it is left over. So I'm gonna try and finish this actually before the end of summer. But what I'm gonna do with this is I'm actually gonna take this cover to the NARS bronzer, and I'm going to put some here just a little bit. And then I'm gonna use the Iconic London one. And then, are we done? Well, hello. Well, I guess we're using whatever we got now. All right. As you saw, I used the last tiniest bit. Maybe I can do this. The last tiniest bit of this Iconic London skin tint. But let's see. Yeah, I got more. Of course, there's always more. We got too happy too soon. So we're gonna mix this around. And I have this sponge. So I am gonna bring this all the way down as I like to. That is some good coverage, I have to say. The Clinique one, where is this one? This one has really good coverage. It really is like a concealer and foundation in one. It is like decently thick. It's kind of old schooly that way, which I don't mind, especially because I have a pimple here. I fell asleep without taking my makeup off, which is a no-no, obviously, but things happen sometimes. Let's put it on here as well. Did I unzip that? I sure did. And I'm gonna bring it down my chest a little bit to just make sure that it's seamless. And then with whatever remains here, I'm just going to dip the tip. And I am just gonna go closer to my under eyes. Now that I'm almost done with that Iconic London one, that's not gonna survive my 2 trips, so I have to start looking for what makeup I'm going to take on my trips, because I was planning on taking the Iconic London one. As you can see, I've been loving it recently. Why else would it almost be over? I accidentally got a little bit of foundation on my eye. All right. It's been forever since I've gotten ready on camera. So one of the issues I would say with this Clinique one, as much as I love it because of the coverage, it is very old school in coverage. So as you can see, it is decently thick in coverage. So be aware of that. It is not a lightweight product by any means. Like, it can act as concealer on its own. So be mindful of that. If that's not a formulation you like anymore, well, don't use it. The Iconic London though is super thin. Let me see if I have enough to show you how thin that actually is. Can you see like how thin that is? Like, I really like how thin that is. But obviously I don't have any more left over, and I have a lot of foundation products, so I'm not gonna buy anything for a few months. I wanna get through 1 or 2 bottles still. So that's the problem. I am excited to be finishing some of the products that I've had in my collection for years, because that means I get to try new formulations. And that is one of the reasons I've been doing these project pans so much. It's because I just want to try new formulations as much as possible. I'm going to use my favorite bronzer, which is this NARS Cream Bronzer in Laguna 1. They have discontinued this in a pot, so I actually have backups. I have long since sworn off buying backups, but they're discontinuing the pot. And if anything, actually, I think they're coming out with a stick version. And the stick version, you get half the amount of whatever's in the pot, but for the same price. So this one has 19 grams of product, and I think the sticks have like 10 grams or something like that. I don't remember, but when I noticed that, I bought 2 others. So I love this. I'm going to try and use this up because it's been open for over a year, and then I'll either go through other ones in my collection or just pop open one of those. But I'm not in a rush because I only have so many. You know what I'm thinking of doing actually? I'm thinking of depotting this into this right here, so it's easy for me to travel with, just like one fewer item to travel with. So I'm considering doing that. Like, look how beautiful that looks, right? Like, that's stunning. So nice. And then usually, because I use this portion to go under my eyes, whatever I'll have left over here, I'll clean the edges with if that is necessary, and voila. So I like that. So let's go this side. Let's do our double chin. I've had a lot of stress in my life the last year, but especially from March to late last month. So I gained a lot of weight and now I got a double chin again. So let's hide a little bit of that while we work on getting our health back. Let's do blush now. I'm gonna use this Rose Inc Delphine blush, and let me show you how much I've left of this. Now, I just wanna let you know that until about 2.5 months ago, this was basically new. I'm about to finish it. So it might not be right now, but I like to use the same rounded portion of like a beauty blender kind of sponge to go over the cheeks, and I do like my blush to go on the apples of my eyes. I feel that that makes me look more youthful. I'm not pretending I'm in my 20s. I'm 42 for heaven's sake. I don't think anybody would mistake me for being in my 20s, but I do find that that makes me and keeps me looking more happy and youthful and cheerful. It's actually almost done. Let's see if I can actually finish this off right now because I need a little bit more blush and I got nothing left. I'm literally scraping with my fingernail to the back of my hand. All right. We are actually done. Donezo. I feel very proud. I've had that in my collection for so long and was barely used. So I'm working on going through my cream products especially. And what I'm gonna do actually with this is, if you can see, it's got these 2 holes in it. I'm gonna take this pan out and I'm going to melt a lipstick into it. And then I'm gonna put it back inside. So I'm gonna have another cream blush that's just easy to use, because some of these lipsticks are gorgeous, but I'm no longer wearing lipsticks quite the same way as I used to. So I have such a vast collection of lipsticks that I might as well use them as blush. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara in black. I'm just gonna use one of these shimmery shades for my inner corner, like that, just a tiny bit. And voila. I decided I'm gonna go with a colorful liner. I love having colorful liners on, and especially mint. So this is what I'm gonna use. This actually is a brand I'd never heard of, but it was sent to me. This is Ulac. You see that? Ulac, and it's shade 11 Mint. Called a Glow Glamour Cream Liner. There we go. So let's try that. So I don't know if I love this cream liner. It's beautiful in application. Like, it really barely feels like there's anything going on. And that might be because there's barely anything going on. However, if you want just a hint of color versus like a super bold impact, this might be actually just what you need. There's another one in my collection, like a mint liner. I gotta go find it. I absolutely love that one. Can't remember the brand anymore. Actually, I think it's pretty. What do we think? Is it pretty? I think so. For brows, I'm gonna use my trusty IT Cosmetics Brow Power in Universal. I love this. I've always loved this. At this point, I understand that I'm very lucky. I don't really have to do much with my brows. I just have to give some depth and definition. But this lasts me like a whole year. Talk about a good investment. And I know that some of the other products last even longer, but this works the best for me. So I have one backup, I think, actually, of this, but I think it works really well. Okay. And all that remains is actually lip product, and I'm gonna use this Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in the shade Primrose from obviously Tarte. Okay. Ah, it's such a pretty color. I don't like plumping products, but I'm willing to deal with it for this shade. Oh, you know what? That doesn't go together. Hold on. So I don't love the combo and I didn't think of it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Peach Ring over it and see if it can actually make it more peachy, just a little bit more peachy. I don't know if that's working. So I might have to find another peach color, or when this wears off, just put on just the peach over. So I'm gonna do my hair later, right before I go, but I think that this is gonna be basically the look. I'm probably gonna switch out the lip for something peachy. I have to go look for it. Don't have time right now. I have to go walk my dog, but I am liking this look. What do you think? Do we love it? Do we not? All right, I will see you in my next video.